This estate has been in our family for 200 years. It will never belong to a black woman, Grandmother Eloise had declared 7 years ago, forcing Garrett to choose Maya or his inheritance. He chose money. Now, the estate auction. The family fortune had crumbled. 150 years of history on the auction block. Garrett watched helplessly as the bids climbed. $15 million. Anonymous buyer. The gavel fell. 2 weeks later, key handover day. A Rolls-Royce pulled up to what used to be his home. Maya stepped out in all white. 3 children ran toward the fountain. "Mommy, this is our house now?" Garrett dropped to his knees on the gravel. His wife screamed, "Who is she?" Maya smiled, holding the deed. "I'm the woman your grandmother said would never own this place. And these?" She gestured to the children. "The great-grandchildren she never wanted. They have the dining room picked out for their playroom." But before we dive into the full story, let me know where you're watching from and what time it is. Now, subscribe to the channel and let's get started. This property will never belong to a black woman. Maya Johnson heard those words and felt her whole body freeze. She sat at the long dining table in the Whitmore mansion. Her fork stopped halfway to her mouth. The old woman at the end of the table stared at her with cold blue eyes. Eloise Whitmore did not look away. She did not apologize. She just kept staring. Maya put her fork down slowly. Her hands shook. She looked at Garrett sitting next to her. He was staring at his plate. His face was red. His jaw was tight. But he said nothing. This dinner was supposed to be important. Maya had driven to Charleston, South Carolina with Garrett that afternoon. They had been dating for 2 years. Garrett told her he wanted to marry her. But first, Maya needed to meet his family. Maya worked as a software developer at a startup company. She made good money. She had a college degree from Georgia Tech. She thought she was ready for this meeting. The Whitmore estate sat on 20 acres of land outside Charleston. When Garrett drove through the iron gates, Maya looked up at the mansion. It was white, with tall columns in the front. The house was 200 years old. Garrett told her his family built their fortune through real estate and investments. His grandmother, Eloise, controlled everything. She decided who got money and who got nothing. "Are you nervous?" Garrett asked as they parked the car. "Yes," Maya said. "What if they do not like me?" Garrett took her hand. "They will love you. Just be yourself." But Maya noticed Garrett's hand was sweating. He was nervous too. They walked into the mansion together. A woman in a black dress opened the front door. The entrance hall had marble floors and a crystal chandelier. Paintings of white people in old-fashioned clothes hung on the walls. Everything looked expensive and perfect. Garrett's father, Richard, stood waiting for them. He was a tall man with gray hair and a suit that probably cost more than Maya's rent. He shook Maya's hand. "Welcome to our home," Richard said. His smile did not reach his eyes. Garrett's mother, Catherine, came down the stairs. She wore a navy blue dress and pearls around her neck. She looked at Maya from head to toe. Then she smiled a small smile. "How nice to meet you," Catherine said. But her voice was cold. "Thank you for inviting me," Maya said. She tried to sound confident. They walked into the dining room. The table was long enough for 20 people. White candles burned in silver holders. The plates were white, with gold edges. A black woman in a uniform brought out food. Maya noticed the woman did not make eye contact with anyone. Eloise Whitmore sat at the far end of the table. She was a small woman with white hair pulled back tight. Her wrinkled hands rested on the table. She watched Maya sit down. She did not say hello. Dinner started quietly. Richard talked about the weather. Catherine asked Garrett about his work at the family company. Maya ate her food carefully. She did not want to spill anything or use the wrong fork. After 15 minutes, Catherine turned to Maya. "Garrett tells us you work in technology. What exactly do you do?" "I am a software developer," Maya said. "I write code for business applications." "How interesting," Catherine said. But her tone said it was not interesting at all. Richard leaned forward. "Did you go to college?" "Yes, sir. Georgia Tech. I studied computer science." "On scholarship?" Richard asked. Maya felt her face get hot. "Yes, a full scholarship." Richard nodded but said nothing else. Then Eloise spoke for the first time. Her voice was sharp and clear. "Where are you from, Maya?" "Atlanta, Georgia," Maya answered. "And your family?" Eloise asked. "My mother raised me. She is a nurse. She works at Grady Memorial Hospital." "Just your mother?" Eloise raised one thin eyebrow. "Yes, ma'am. My father was not in my life." Eloise put down her fork. The sound was loud in the quiet room. "I see." Maya felt Garrett's leg press against hers under the table. She knew he was trying to comfort her, but she wished he would say something. She wished he would tell his grandmother to stop asking rude questions. Eloise looked at Garrett. Then she looked back at Maya. "Do you understand what it means to be part of a family like ours?" "I am not sure what you mean," Maya said carefully. "Legacy," Eloise said. "History. Standards. This estate has belonged to the Whitmore family for 200 years. Every generation has protected it. Every generation has married the right kind of person. People who understand our world." Maya's heart started beating faster. She knew where this was going. "Grandmother," Garrett said quietly. It was the first word he had spoken since they sat down. Eloise held up her hand. "Let me finish, Garrett." She turned back to Maya. "You seem like a nice enough girl. I am sure you are good at your little computer job. But you do not belong in this family. You do not understand our traditions. You do not come from our world." Maya felt tears starting to form in her eyes. She blinked hard. She would not cry in front of these people. "This property will never belong to a black woman," Eloise said. Her voice was ice cold. "I built this family legacy with my husband. I will not watch it be destroyed." Maya looked at Garrett again. His face was pale. His hands gripped the edge of the table. But he still said nothing. He just sat there, frozen. Eloise was not finished. She looked at Garrett now. "Choose now, Garrett. Her or your inheritance. If you marry this woman, you get nothing. No money, no property. Your name will be removed from my will. You will be cut off completely. Do you understand me?" The room was completely silent. Even the candles seemed to stop flickering. Maya waited. She waited for Garrett to stand up. She waited for him to defend her. She waited for him to say that he loved her and his grandmother's money did not matter. But Garrett said nothing. He stared at his plate. Seconds passed. Those seconds felt like hours. Maya understood. His silence was his answer. She stood up slowly. Her chair scraped against the floor. "Excuse me," she said quietly. She walked out of the dining room. Nobody tried to stop her. She walked through the entrance hall. She opened the front door herself. She walked to Garrett's car and realized she needed her purse. It was still inside. She went back in to get it. Garrett was standing in the hallway now. "Maya, wait. Let me explain." "Explain what?" Maya asked. Her voice shook. "Explain that you chose money over me? There is nothing to explain, Garrett. You made your choice." "My grandmother controls everything," Garrett said. "If I lose my inheritance, I lose everything. My job, my future, everything." "You already lost everything," Maya said. "You just do not know it yet." She walked out the door. She got into her own car. She had driven to Charleston separately that morning because she had work the next day. Now she was grateful she had her own way to leave. Maya drove away from the Whitmore estate. She cried so hard she had to pull over twice. She called her mother from a gas station parking lot. "Mama," Maya said, "it was horrible. His grandmother said terrible things, and Garrett just sat there. He did not defend me at all." "Come home, baby," her mother said. "Come back to Atlanta. That man does not deserve you." But Maya did not go back to Atlanta that night. She went to her small apartment in Charleston. She sat on her couch in the dark. She felt completely empty. 2 weeks passed. Maya did not hear from Garrett. She did not call him. She threw herself into her work. She tried not to think about him. Then one morning, Maya woke up feeling sick. She ran to the bathroom. This happened 3 days in a row. On the 4th day, she went to the drugstore. She bought a pregnancy test. Her hands shook as she opened the box in her bathroom. 3 minutes later, she stared at the little window on the test. 2 pink lines, positive. Maya sat on her bathroom floor. She was 25 years old. She was pregnant. And the father of her baby had chosen his grandmother's money over her. She picked up her phone. She called Garrett's number. He answered on the 3rd ring. "Maya?" He sounded surprised. "I need to tell you something," Maya said. "I am pregnant." Silence on the other end of the line. Then Garrett spoke. His voice was flat. "I cannot be a father to your child. My family would never accept it. Please, do not contact me again." Then he hung up. Just like that. No questions, no apology, nothing. Maya sat holding her phone. She felt numb. Then she felt angry. Then she felt something else. She felt determined. She made an appointment with her doctor for an ultrasound. The doctor's office was small and clean. A technician put cold gel on Maya's stomach. The ultrasound wand moved across her skin. The technician's eyes got wide. "What is it?" Maya asked. "Is something wrong?" "Nothing is wrong," the technician said, "but I need to get the doctor." The doctor came in. She looked at the screen. Then she smiled at Maya. "Congratulations! You are not carrying 1 baby, you are carrying 3. Triplets, 2 girls and 1 boy. Maya stared at the screen. She saw 3 small shapes, 3 heartbeats flickering, 3 babies growing inside her. She thought about Garrett. She thought about his grandmother saying she was not good enough. She thought about the Whitmore mansion and the cold dining room and the silence. Then Maya made a promise. She would raise these 3 children alone. She would never ask Garrett or his family for anything. She would build a life so successful that one day the Whitmore family would regret what they lost. She did not know how yet, but she would find a way. Maya walked out of the doctor's office holding the ultrasound pictures. 3 babies. She sat in her car in the parking lot. She looked at the images. 2 girls and 1 boy. 3 tiny humans depending on her. Her phone rang. It was her mother calling from Atlanta. "Hi, Mama," Maya said. "How are you feeling, baby?" her mother asked. "Any more morning sickness?" Maya took a deep breath. "Mama, I need to tell you something. I went to the doctor today. I am having triplets." Silence on the other end. Then her mother spoke. "Triplets? 3 babies?" "Yes, 2 girls and 1 boy." Her mother was quiet for a moment. "Does Garrett know?" "No, and he is not going to know. He made it clear he wants nothing to do with this pregnancy. So I am going to raise these babies myself." "Maya, raising 1 baby alone is hard. Raising 3 babies alone is almost impossible. You need help. Come back to Atlanta. Live with me. I can help you." Maya thought about it. Her mother worked long shifts at the hospital. Her mother lived in a small 2-bedroom apartment. There was no room for Maya and 3 babies. "I cannot do that, Mama. You do not have space, and I need to start over somewhere new. Every street in Charleston reminds me of Garrett. I need to go somewhere different. Where will you go? I do not know yet, but I will figure it out. That night, Maya sat at her laptop. She researched cities across the United States, and she made a list of what she needed. A city with jobs and technology, a city with affordable rent, a city far away from Charleston and the Whitmore family. She looked at Denver, Colorado. Too expensive. She looked at Portland, Oregon. Too far from her mother. Then she found Austin, Texas. The city had a growing technology industry. Rent was cheaper than other tech cities. Austin was a 15-hour drive from Charleston, far enough to feel like a new start, close enough that her mother could visit. Maya made her decision. She would move to Austin. She gave her notice at work. Her boss was surprised. "You are one of our best developers," he said. "Why are you leaving?" "I need a fresh start," Maya said. She did not tell him about the pregnancy. She did not tell anyone except her mother. Maya packed everything she owned into her car. She did not have much furniture, just clothes, books, her laptop, and a few boxes of personal items. She left Charleston on a Saturday morning in October. The drive to Austin took 15 hours. Maya stopped 3 times for bathroom breaks and food. Her stomach was starting to show now. She was 3 months pregnant. She arrived in Austin late at night. The city lights looked bright and unfamiliar. Maya found a cheap hotel and slept for 10 hours. The next morning, she started looking for apartments. She drove through different neighborhoods. Some were too expensive. Some felt unsafe. Finally, she found a small apartment complex on the east side of Austin. The building was old but clean. The rent was $650 per month. Maya could afford it. She met with the landlord, a man named Tom Garcia. He showed her a 2-bedroom apartment on the 2nd floor. The apartment was small. The kitchen had old appliances. The carpet was worn, but the windows let in good light. And there was a small balcony. "I will take it," Maya said. Tom looked at her stomach. "You are pregnant?" "Yes, triplets." Tom's eyebrows went up. "3 babies in this small apartment?" "Just for now," Maya said. "I will find something bigger later." Tom nodded. "Okay, I need first month's rent and a deposit." Maya wrote him a check. She moved into the apartment that same day. She bought an air mattress to sleep on. She bought a small table and 2 chairs from a thrift store. She set up her laptop on the table. This was home now. Maya needed money. She found 2 jobs. During the day, she did freelance coding projects for small companies. She worked from her apartment. At night, she answered customer service calls for a technology company. She wore a headset and helped people fix their computer problems. The night job paid $12 per hour. Maya worked constantly. She was pregnant and exhausted, but she could not stop. She saved every dollar. She ate cheap food, rice and beans, pasta, canned soup. She did not buy new clothes. She wore the same 3 shirts and 2 pairs of stretchy pants. One afternoon in November, Maya heard a knock on her door. She opened it. A woman stood in the hallway. She was older, maybe 65 years old. She had short gray hair and kind brown eyes. She held a glass dish covered with foil. "Hello," the woman said. "I am Patricia. I live next door in apartment 204. I made too much lasagna and thought you might like some." Maya smelled the food. Her stomach growled. She had not eaten all day. "Thank you. That is very kind." Patricia looked at Maya's pregnant stomach. "When are you due?" "March, and I am having triplets." Patricia's face showed surprise, then concern. "Triplets? Are you here alone? I have not seen anyone else coming or going from your apartment." Maya nodded. "Yes, just me." "Oh, honey," Patricia said, "that is a lot to handle by yourself. If you need anything, please knock on my door. I am retired. I have plenty of time. Patricia became Maya's first friend in Austin. She brought Maya food twice a week. She drove Maya to doctor appointments when Maya's car broke down. She sat with Maya in the evenings and they talked. Patricia used to be a teacher. She taught second grade for 30 years. She never had children of her own. Her husband died 5 years earlier. "You remind me of myself when I was young," Patricia told Maya one night. Determined, strong, scared, but trying not to show it. Maya felt tears in her eyes. "I am terrified. I do not know how I am going to take care of 3 babies alone." "You will figure it out," Patricia said. "You are tougher than you think." While Maya worked her 2 jobs, she also started building something else. She had an idea for a software platform. Small businesses needed help managing their money. They needed to track income and expenses. They needed to prepare for taxes. But most financial software was too expensive or too complicated for small business owners. Maya wanted to create something simple, something cheap, something anyone could use. She worked on her laptop every night after her customer service shift ended. She worked at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Her back ached. Her feet were swollen. But she kept typing code. By January, Maya was 8 months pregnant. Her stomach was huge. She could barely fit behind the steering wheel of her car. The doctor told her the babies would come early. Triplets almost always did. On a cold Tuesday morning in February, Maya woke up with strong pain in her stomach. She called Patricia. "Something is wrong," Maya said. "I think the babies are coming." Patricia drove Maya to the hospital. The labor lasted 12 hours. Maya screamed and cried. She had never felt such pain. Finally, the babies were born. Naomi came first. She weighed 4 pounds and 3 ounces. She cried loudly. 2 minutes later, Sarah was born. She weighed 4 pounds and 1 ounce. She was quiet. 4 minutes after that, Isaiah was born. He weighed 3 pounds and 15 ounces. He was the smallest. The nurses put all 3 babies on Maya's chest. Maya looked at their tiny faces. Their skin was dark brown like hers. They had little noses and tiny fingers. They were perfect. "Hello, Naomi," Maya whispered. "Hello, Zara. Hello, Isaiah. I am your mama. I promise I will take care of you. I promise I will give you a good life. You are loved. You are wanted. Always." Patricia stood in the corner of the hospital room crying happy tears. The babies had to stay in the hospital for 1 week because they were small. Maya stayed with them. She learned how to feed them, how to change diapers, how to hold 3 babies at the same time. When they finally went home to the small apartment, Maya felt overwhelmed. The babies cried constantly. They needed to eat every 3 hours. Maya did not sleep for more than 2 hours at a time. Patricia came over every day to help. She held babies while Maya showered. She did laundry. She cooked food. "I do not know how to thank you," Maya told Patricia one exhausted night. "You do not need to thank me," Patricia said. "This is what people do. They help each other." 6 weeks after the babies were born, Maya returned to her customer service job. She worked from home at night after the babies went to sleep. Patricia watched them during the day when Maya needed to do her freelance coding work. Maya paid Patricia what she could, but Patricia refused most of the money. And every night, after all 3 babies were finally asleep, Maya opened her laptop. She worked on her software platform. She was building something. She was building a future. She did not know yet how big that future would become. Maya finished building her software platform when the triplets were 6 months old. She sat at her laptop at 3 in the morning and typed the last line of code. Her program was complete. She tested it one more time. Everything worked. Small business owners could log in, they could track their income, they could record expenses, they could see reports about their money. The software was simple. Anyone could understand it. Maya created a website. She called her company Ascend Financial Solutions. She chose a blue and white logo. She wrote a description of what her software did. She set the price at $49 per month. Other financial software cost $200 per month or more. Maya wanted her price to be low enough that small businesses could afford it. On a Saturday morning in August, Maya clicked the button to publish her website. Her company was officially launched. She felt excited and terrified at the same time. Then, nothing happened. 1 day passed, 2 days, 3 days. Nobody visited her website. Nobody signed up for her software. Maya had no money for advertising. She could not buy ads on websites or in newspapers. She had to find clients herself. Maya made a list of small businesses in Texas. Restaurants, construction companies, hair salons, plumbing services, auto repair shops. She found their phone numbers online. Then she started calling. Her first call was to a restaurant in Houston called Maria's Kitchen. "Hello, this is Maria," a woman answered. "Hello, my name is Maya Johnson. I created software that helps small businesses manage their finances. I would love to tell you about it. We already have an accountant. We do not need software." Maria hung up. Maya called the next number, a construction company in Dallas. "We are not interested," the owner said before Maya could finish her pitch. He hung up. Maya called a hair salon in San Antonio. The owner listened for 30 seconds. Then she said, "I do not have time for this." She hung up. Maya spent 4 hours making calls that morning. She called 40 businesses. 0 people were interested. Patricia came over at noon to watch the triplets, so Maya could keep working. "Any luck?" Patricia asked. Maya shook her head. "Everyone keeps hanging up on me." "Keep trying," Patricia said. "You only need one person to say yes." Maya kept calling. That afternoon, she called 30 more businesses. One person listened to her whole pitch. Then he said, "Sorry, but I do not trust new companies. Call me back in 5 years." He hung up. By the end of the first week, Maya had called over 200 businesses. She had 0 clients. She felt like giving up, but she thought about Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah sleeping in their cribs. She thought about the tiny apartment and her empty bank account. She could not give up. The next week, Maya changed her approach. Instead of just describing her software, she offered something else. She called a small restaurant in Houston called Tom's BBQ. "Hello?" a man answered. He sounded busy. "Hello? Is this Tom?" "Yes. Who is this?" "My name is Maya Johnson. I will be fast because I know you are busy. I built software that helps restaurants track their money. I want to offer you a free trial for 1 month. No credit card needed. Just try it and see if it helps you." Tom was quiet for a moment. "Free for a whole month?" "Yes, completely free. If you like it after 1 month, you can pay $49 per month. If you do not like it, you can stop using it. No risk to you." "Okay," Tom said. "I will try it. Send me the information." Maya's hands shook as she typed Tom's email address. She had her first client. Even if he was only trying it for free, it was a start. Maya sent Tom instructions on how to use the software. She called him 3 days later to see how it was going. "This is actually pretty good," Tom said. "It is way easier than the spreadsheets I was using, and I can see exactly where my money is going." 2 weeks later, Tom called Maya. "I love this software. It is saving me so much time. I am going to keep using it after the free trial ends." "Thank you so much," Maya said. She felt like crying from relief. "I told my brother about it," Tom said. "He owns a construction company. He might want to try it too. Tom's brother Carlos called Maya the next day. Maya gave him a free trial too. Carlos loved the software. He became her second paying client. Slowly, word started to spread. Tom told another restaurant owner. Carlos told someone at his church who owned a plumbing business. Maya kept making cold calls every day. She called 100 businesses every week. Most people still said no, but now a few people said yes. By October, Maya had 10 clients. By November, she had 20. By December, she had 50. Money started coming into her bank account, $49 per month from each client. It was not a lot of money yet, but it was something. Maya worked 16 hours every day. She woke up at 6 in the morning when the triplets woke up. She fed them breakfast. Patricia arrived at 8 in the morning. Then Maya worked on her laptop. She answered customer emails. She fixed small problems in her software. She made sales calls. She ate lunch while typing. The triplets were learning to walk now. Maya heard them laughing and playing in the other room while she worked. At 6 in the evening, Patricia went home. Maya fed the triplets dinner. She gave them baths. She read them one story. Then she put them to bed at 8. As soon as they were asleep, Maya went back to her laptop. She worked until midnight or 1 in the morning. Then she slept for 5 hours and started again. One afternoon in January, Patricia showed Maya a video on her phone. Look what Isaiah did today. In the video, Isaiah stood up on his own. He took 3 small steps. Then he fell down on his bottom and laughed. He walked? Maya asked. Tears filled her eyes. He took his first steps, and I missed it? Oh, honey, Patricia said. You cannot be there for every moment. You are working hard for their future. But what if I miss everything important? Maya asked. What if they grow up and I was not there? Patricia squeezed Maya's hand. You are doing what you have to do. These babies will understand when they are older. But Maya felt guilty. She was building a company while her children learned to walk and talk without her. By March, Ascend Financial Solutions had 100 clients. By June, she had 150. By September, she had 200 clients across Texas. Maya was making almost $10,000 per month. After paying her bills and sending money to Patricia, Maya had some left over. She hired her first employee. A woman named Jennifer responded to Maya's online job posting. Jennifer had customer service experience. Maya hired her to answer client emails and phone calls. Jennifer worked from her own home. Maya paid her $15 per hour for 20 hours per week. This is amazing, Jennifer said during their first video call. I love working for a woman-owned business. Thank you for taking a chance on a new company, Maya said. With Jennifer handling customer service, Maya had more time to improve her software. She added new features. She made the interface even simpler. Her clients were happy. They told other business owners about Ascend Financial Solutions. The triplets turned 2 years old in February. Maya bought them a small cake. Patricia came over for the birthday celebration. Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah had chocolate frosting all over their faces. They laughed and clapped their hands. Mama, cake, Zara said. She was starting to talk in short sentences. Yes, baby, cake for your birthday, Maya said. She held them close. That month, Maya moved to a bigger apartment. The new place had 3 bedrooms. It cost $950 per month, but Maya could afford it now. Each child got their own small bedroom. Maya bought them new beds shaped like race cars. She bought them more toys and books. Patricia helped Maya move boxes into the new apartment. Look at you, Patricia said. You are really doing it. You are building something. Maya looked around the bigger apartment. She thought about how far she had come. 2 years ago, she was pregnant and alone. Now she had a company with 200 clients. She had an employee. She had enough money to pay her bills and save a little. But she also thought about all the moments she missed with her children. Their first steps. Their first words. All those hours she spent working while they played in the next room. "I just hope it is all worth it," Maya said quietly. "It will be," Patricia said. "You are building their future. One day they will thank you." Maya hoped Patricia was right. 3 months later, Maya opened her email and saw a message from Texas Business Monthly magazine. The subject line said, "Interview request." Maya read the email twice to make sure it was real. The magazine was writing an article about promising new startups in Texas. They wanted to feature Ascend Financial Solutions. They wanted to interview Maya. "Patricia, look at this," Maya said. She showed Patricia her phone. Patricia read the email and smiled. "This is wonderful. You are going to be in a magazine." The interview happened over the phone. The journalist asked Maya about her company. How did she get the idea? How did she find her first clients? What made her software different? Maya answered carefully. She did not mention Garrett. She did not mention the Whitmore family. She only talked about her business. "What advice do you have for other entrepreneurs?" the journalist asked. "Work harder than everyone else," Maya said. "And do not give up when people tell you no." The magazine article came out in June. Maya bought 5 copies. The article was 3 pages long. It had a photograph of Maya standing in front of her laptop. The headline said, "27-year-old single mother builds financial software company." The article described Ascend Financial Solutions as one of the fastest-growing small business software platforms in Texas. It mentioned that Maya had 250 clients and was growing quickly. After the article published, Maya's phone did not stop ringing. New clients called wanting to sign up. Other business owners called asking for advice. But the most surprising calls came from investment firms. The first call came from a company called Sterling Ventures. A man named David Wells introduced himself. "We invest in early-stage technology companies. We read about your business in Texas Business Monthly. We would like to meet with you to discuss investment opportunities." Maya did not know what to say. Investment opportunities? Yes. We would give you money to help your company grow faster. In exchange, we would own part of your company. We should meet in person to discuss the details. Maya agreed to meet with him. She had never talked to an investor before. She did not know what to expect. The meeting took place at a tall office building in downtown Austin. Maya took the elevator to the 15th floor. She wore a navy blue dress she bought from a department store on sale. David Wells met her in a conference room with glass walls. 2 other men in expensive suits sat at the table. David shook Maya's hand. "Thank you for coming. Let me explain what we do. We look for companies with strong growth potential. Your company fits that description. We would like to invest $500,000 in Ascend Financial Solutions. In exchange, we would own 30% of your company." Maya tried to understand. "You would give me $500,000? "Yes. You could use that money to hire more employees, to improve your software, to advertise your company. You would grow much faster with our investment." "But you would own 30% of my company?" Maya asked. "Correct. And we would have 2 seats on your board of directors. We would help guide major business decisions." Maya did not like the sound of that. What kind of decisions? Pricing, hiring, product development? We have experience growing companies. We would make sure you make smart choices. Maya looked at the contract they put in front of her. She saw complicated legal language. She saw percentages and terms she did not fully understand. "Can I think about this?" Maya asked. "Of course, take a week. But we do not keep offers open indefinitely. Other investors are probably calling you too." Maya left the meeting feeling confused. $500,000 was a lot of money, but giving up 30% of her company felt wrong, and she did not want strangers making decisions about her business. Over the next month, Maya met with two more investment firms. One offered her $300,000 for 25% of the company. Another offered $700,000 for 40%. Every firm wanted to control part of her business. Maya called her mother in Atlanta. "Mama, these investors keep offering me money, but they all want to control my company. I do not know what to do." Her mother was quiet for a moment. "Do you need their money? Can you grow your business without them?" "I think I can," Maya said. "It will just take longer." "Then trust your gut, baby. You built this company yourself. Do not give it away unless you have to." Maya rejected all the investment offers. She told each firm the same thing. "Thank you, but I am not interested in outside investment at this time." David Wells from Sterling Ventures sounded shocked. "Are you sure? Most entrepreneurs would jump at this opportunity." "I am sure," Maya said. "I want to grow my company my way." But rejecting the investors created new pressure. Maya had to prove she could grow fast without their money. She had to prove she made the right choice. In August, problems started. Ascend Financial Solutions now had 600 clients. Every client logged into the software multiple times per day. The system could not handle so many people at once. The software started crashing. Maya received angry emails. "Your software went down in the middle of my workday. I lost data. This is unacceptable." Another client called yelling, "I pay you $50 per month, and your software does not work. I want a refund." Maya stayed up for 3 nights straight. She completely rebuilt the server system. She wrote new code to handle more users at the same time. She spent $2,000 on better hosting services. Finally, the crashes stopped. But Maya realized she could not do everything alone anymore. She needed more help. She posted job openings online. She interviewed 10 people. She hired 3 new employees. Marcus was a software developer who could help improve the platform. He was 24 years old and just graduated from the University of Texas. Maya hired him for $60,000 per year. She hired 2 more customer service representatives named Lisa and Robert. They would help Jennifer answer client questions. Maya paid them each $15 per hour. Maya also rented her first real office space. She found a small office in a building on the east side of Austin. The office had 3 rooms. 1 room for Maya, 1 room for Marcus, 1 room for the customer service team. The rent was $2,200 per month. On the first day in the new office, Maya stood in the center of the empty rooms. She had employees now. She had an office. She had a real company. Jennifer, Marcus, Lisa, and Robert arrived for their first team meeting. They sat around a folding table Maya bought from a furniture store. "Thank you all for believing in this company," Maya said. "We are going to work hard. We are going to grow. And we are going to build something special." Her team clapped. Maya felt proud and terrified. The triplets turned 3 years old in February. They were getting bigger and asking more questions. Naomi was the most talkative. She asked Maya why she worked so much. "Mama has to work so we can have nice things," Maya explained. "But I want you to play with me," Naomi said. Her big brown eyes were sad. Maya felt her heart break. "I will play with you this weekend, I promise." But that weekend, Maya had to fix a software bug. She broke her promise to Naomi. Maya hired a part-time nanny named Rosa. Rosa was 42 years old. She had raised 4 children of her own. She spoke Spanish and English. She was kind and patient. Rosa came to Maya's apartment 5 days per week to help Patricia watch the triplets. "You need more help," Patricia told Maya. "You cannot do everything yourself." In March, Maya's mother, Diane, flew from Atlanta to Austin to visit. She had not seen the triplets in 6 months. Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah ran to her at the airport, shouting, "Grandma!" Diane hugged them tight. "Look how big you got." They spent the weekend together. Diane noticed how much Maya worked. Even on Saturday and Sunday, Maya sat at her laptop, answering emails. On Sunday night, after the triplets went to bed, Diane confronted Maya in the kitchen. "You are working too much," Diane said. "Those babies need their mother." "I am providing for them," Maya said. "I am building their future." "They do not need a future. They need you now. They need you to be present." "You do not understand," Maya said. Her voice got louder. "I am building something important. My company has 800 clients now. We make $40,000 per month. I am making sure my children never have to depend on anyone." "You are running from your pain," Diane said quietly. "You are working so hard because you do not want to think about what Garrett did to you." "This has nothing to do with Garrett," Maya said. But she knew her mother was partly right. "Everything you do is about proving those people wrong," Diane said. "The Whitmore family said you were not good enough. So now you work yourself to death trying to prove you are worthy. But baby, you were always worthy. You do not have anything to prove." Maya felt tears on her cheeks. "I just want to be successful." "You already are successful," Diane said. "You have 3 beautiful children. You have a business. You have people who love you. Stop running so fast that you miss your own life." They hugged. But Maya did not change anything. She kept working 16-hour days. By December, Ascend Financial Solutions had 3,000 clients. The company made $150,000 per month. Maya was making real money now. She bought a house in a good neighborhood in Austin. The house had 4 bedrooms and a backyard with a wooden fence. The purchase price was $320,000. Maya put down $65,000 and got a mortgage for the rest. Patricia and Rosa helped Maya move into the new house. The triplets each got their own bedroom. Maya painted Naomi's room yellow. She painted Zara's room pink. She painted Isaiah's room blue. She bought them new furniture and toys. That night, Maya stood on her back porch, looking at the yard. She owned a house. She owned a successful company. She was 29 years old, and she had built all of this herself. Her phone rang. It was a number she did not recognize. "Hello, this is Maya Johnson." "Hello, Miss Johnson. My name is Catherine Ross. I am calling from Summit Financial Group. We are a national corporation interested in acquiring Ascend Financial Solutions. We would like to offer you $8 million for your company." Maya's heart stopped. $8 million. She sat down on her porch steps and tried to breathe. $8 million? Maya repeated into the phone. She needed to hear it again to make sure she understood correctly. "Yes," Catherine Ross said. "Summit Financial Group acquires promising technology companies. We believe Ascend Financial Solutions has significant potential. We would like to meet with you this week to discuss details." Maya's hands were shaking. "I need to think about this." "Of course. But I should mention we are also looking at other financial software companies. If you are interested, we should move quickly." They scheduled a meeting for Thursday afternoon at Summit's offices in downtown Austin. Maya hung up the phone and sat on her porch steps for a long time. $8 million. She tried to imagine that much money. Maya called Patricia. "Someone just offered me $8 million for my company." $8 million? Patricia sounded shocked. "Maya, that is life-changing money." "I know. But if I sell the company, what will I do? Ascend is my whole life." "You would be a millionaire," Patricia said. "You could spend more time with Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah. You could finally rest." That night, Maya could not sleep. She lay in bed doing math in her head. $8 million before taxes. The government would take about 35%. That left her with about $5,200,000. More money than she ever dreamed of having. On Thursday, Maya drove to Summit Financial Group's offices. The building was 50 stories tall with glass walls. She took the elevator to the 42nd floor. A receptionist led her to a huge conference room. 6 people in business suits sat around a table. Catherine Ross stood to shake Maya's hand. She was a tall white woman with blonde hair and a sharp gray suit. "Thank you for coming. Let me introduce our team." Catherine introduced lawyers, financial analysts, and executives. They showed Maya charts and projections on a large screen. "Your company is currently valued at approximately $10 million, Catherine said. "We are offering $8 million because you would receive cash immediately. You would also stay on as a director for 2 years. We would pay you a salary of $200,000 per year during that time." Maya studied the charts. "Why do you want to buy my company?" "You have built an excellent product," Catherine said. "Your client base is growing rapidly. We have the resources to help it grow even faster. We can invest in marketing and sales teams. We can expand to international markets. With our resources, Ascend could have 50,000 clients within 3 years." A lawyer pushed a thick contract across the table. "This outlines all the terms. You should have your own lawyer review it." Maya took the contract home. She read it that night after putting the triplets to bed. The legal language was complicated. She understood the main points. Summit would pay her $8 million. She would stay with the company for 2 years as a director. After 2 years, she could leave. Summit would own everything. The next morning, Maya called her small team into the office. Jennifer, Marcus, Lisa, and Robert sat around the table. "I need to tell you something," Maya said. "Summit Financial Group offered to buy our company for $8 million. Jennifer gasped. $8 million? Are you going to sell?" Marcus asked. "I do not know yet," Maya said honestly. "I want to hear what you all think." Jennifer spoke first. $8 million is a lot of money. That would change your life forever. You could stop working so hard. You could be with your kids more. Lisa nodded. "You deserve it. You built this company from nothing." Robert agreed. "Take the money." Then Marcus spoke. "Can I be honest? I think you should wait." Everyone looked at him. "Look at our growth numbers," Marcus said. He pulled up a spreadsheet on his laptop. "We are adding 500 new clients every month. Our revenue grows by 15% each month. If we keep this pace for 3 more years, this company will be worth way more than $10 million, maybe $30 million, maybe $40 million. Maya stared at the numbers. Marcus was right. Her company was growing fast. "But what if the growth stops?" Jennifer asked. "What if something goes wrong? $8 million is guaranteed money." "Nothing in business is guaranteed," Marcus said. "But I believe in what we are building. If Maya sells now, she is selling too early." Maya spent the weekend thinking. She took the triplets to the park on Saturday. She pushed them on the swings. She watched them play on the slide. She thought about what Patricia said. With $8 million, she could spend more time with her children. She could finally rest. But she also thought about what Marcus said. Her company was growing fast. If she sold now, she might regret it later. On Sunday night, Maya called her mother in Atlanta. "What should I do, Mama?" Her mother was quiet for a moment. "Can you keep growing your business without their money?" "I think so. It will just take longer." "Then maybe you should trust yourself. You have come this far on your own. Why stop now?" On Monday morning, Maya called Catherine Ross. "I have made my decision," Maya said. "Thank you for the offer, but I am not interested in selling at this time." Catherine sounded surprised. Are you sure? This is a very generous offer. I am sure. I believe my company is worth more than $8 million. Would you like to negotiate? We might be able to go higher. No, Maya said. Her voice was firm. The company is not for sale at any price right now. After Maya hung up, she felt scared. She just turned down $8 million. What if she made a huge mistake? Jennifer came into Maya's office. Did you really say no? Yes. Are you crazy? Jennifer asked. But she was smiling. Probably, Maya said. But I built this company myself. I am not ready to give it up. Marcus appeared in the doorway. You made the right choice. Now we have to prove it. Maya knew he was right. She rejected $8 million. Now she had to make her company worth even more. The pressure felt enormous. Maya worked harder than ever. She hired 3 more customer service representatives. She hired 2 more software developers to help Marcus. She spent $5,000 per month on online advertising. She attended technology conferences in other cities. She gave presentations about Ascend Financial Solutions. In April, Forbes magazine published an article about top women entrepreneurs in Texas. Maya was featured on the list. The article said she was one to watch in the financial technology industry. More clients signed up. By June, Ascend had 5,000 clients. By September, she had 8,000. By December, she had 12,000 clients. The company was making $600,000 per month in revenue. Maya hired a small team of salespeople to call potential clients. She promoted Marcus to Chief Technology Officer. She gave everyone on her team raises. She moved to a bigger office with 10 rooms. The triplets turned 4 years old. They went to a good preschool 5 days per week. Patricia and Rosa handled drop-offs and pickups. Maya made it to some school events, but she missed Naomi's preschool play because of a business meeting. She missed Isaiah's parent-teacher conference because she was at a conference in California. One evening, Rosa showed Maya a drawing that Isaiah made at school. The picture showed their family. Isaiah drew Rosa and Patricia. He drew Naomi and Zara. But he did not draw Maya. "Where am I?" Maya asked quietly. Rosa looked uncomfortable. Maybe he just forgot. But Maya knew the truth. She was not around enough. Her son drew the people he saw every day. That did not include his own mother. Maya went to her bedroom and cried. She was building a successful company. She was making more money than she ever imagined. But she was missing her children's lives. The next morning, Maya promised herself she would do better. She would work less. She would be home for dinner every night. But by that afternoon, a major client called with an emergency. Maya stayed at the office until 9 at night fixing their problem. She broke her promise to herself. This pattern continued for 2 more years. Maya worked constantly. Her company kept growing. Her bank account kept growing. But the distance between her and her children kept growing too. Naomi started asking questions. "Mama, why are you always working? Why do other kids have moms who pick them up from school?" Maya did not have good answers. "I am working to give you a better life." "I do not want a better life," Naomi said. "I just want you." Those words hurt more than anything Garrett or Eloise ever said to Maya. But Maya did not know how to stop. Work was the only thing that made her feel safe. Work was the only thing she could control. By the time the triplets were 6 years old, Ascend Financial Solutions had 15,000 clients nationwide. A large corporation called Data Tech Industries contacted Maya. They wanted to buy her company. This time, the offer was not $8 million. The offer was $42 million. Maya sat in the conference room at Data Tech Industries headquarters in Dallas. 5 executives sat across from her. The CEO, a man named Thomas Bradley, slid a folder across the table. $42 million, Thomas said. This is our final offer for Ascend Financial Solutions. Maya opened the folder. She looked at the number on the first page. $42 million. 3 years ago, she turned down $8 million. Now someone was offering her more than 5 times that amount. Can I have time to think about this? Maya asked. Take a week, Thomas said. But we need an answer soon. This offer will not stay on the table forever. Maya drove back to Austin. She thought about the money. She thought about her children. Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah were 6 years old now. They were in first grade. Maya missed their first day of school because she was meeting with investors. She missed Zara's dance recital last month. She was always working. That night, Maya sat on her back porch. Patricia came outside and sat next to her. "You look tired," Patricia said. "Someone offered me $42 million for my company," Maya said. Patricia's eyes went wide. $42 million? Yes. I do not know what to do. Maya, honey, I think you should take it. You have worked so hard for 7 years. You deserve to rest. Your babies deserve to have their mama around. Maya knew Patricia was right. She called Thomas Bradley the next morning. "I accept your offer," Maya said. "But I have some conditions. My employees get bonuses, and they get to keep their jobs for at least 2 years." "We can agree to that," Thomas said. The next 3 months were full of lawyers and paperwork. Maya signed document after document. She made sure her team was protected. Jennifer would get a $50,000 bonus. Marcus would get $75,000 and become a senior director at DataTech. Everyone else would get bonuses too. Finally, in March, the deal closed. DataTech Industries bought Ascend Financial Solutions for $42 million. After paying taxes and employee bonuses, Maya had $28 million in her bank account. Maya sat in her bank office, staring at the number on the computer screen. $28 million. She came to Austin 7 years ago with almost nothing. Now she was a millionaire. Her employees threw her a party at the office. They brought cake and champagne. Jennifer hugged Maya and cried, "Thank you for everything. You changed my life." "You all changed my life too," Maya said. But that night, when Maya went home, she felt strange. She was rich now. She could buy anything she wanted. But she did not feel happy. She felt empty. Something was unfinished. Maya could not stop thinking about Garrett. She wondered what happened to him. She wondered if he ever thought about the babies he abandoned. She wondered if he knew he had 3 children. Maya made a decision. She hired a private investigator. She found a man named Robert Chen who had good reviews online. She met him at a coffee shop in Austin. "I need you to find information about someone," Maya told Robert. "The Whitmore family in Charleston, South Carolina." "What kind of information?" Robert asked. "Everything. Their business, their finances, their personal lives. I want monthly reports." "May I ask why?" Maya hesitated. "Someone from that family hurt me a long time ago. I want to know what happened to them." Robert nodded. He did not judge her. "I can do that. My fee is $5,000 per month." "That is fine," Maya said. She could afford it now. The first report arrived in April. Robert sent Maya an email with a document attached. Maya read it carefully. Eloise Whitmore died 2 years ago from a stroke. She was 84 years old. Garrett's father, Richard, was now in charge of the family business. But Richard was not a good businessman. He invested in a shopping mall development that failed. He lost $3 million. He invested in a restaurant chain that went bankrupt. He lost another $2 million. The Whitmore fortune was disappearing. Maya read the report twice. Eloise was dead. The woman who said Maya would never be good enough was gone. Maya felt nothing. No sadness, no happiness. Just nothing. The second report arrived in May. Richard Whitmore borrowed money from banks. He used the family estate as collateral. He thought his next business investment would succeed, but it failed too. Now the banks wanted their money back. Richard could not pay them. The third report arrived in June. This one made Maya's heart beat faster. The Whitmore estate was being put up for auction. The bank was selling it to pay off Richard's debts. The auction would happen in Charleston in 2 weeks. Maya stared at the report for a long time. The estate? The mansion where Eloise humiliated her 7 years ago? The place where Garrett chose money over her? That property was going to be sold. Maya thought about Eloise's words. This property will never belong to a black woman. Maya made a decision. She would buy that estate. She would prove Eloise wrong. But Maya knew buying the estate was complicated. She needed a lawyer. She found a woman named Diane Porter, who specialized in real estate and business law. Maya met her at Diane's office in downtown Austin. "I want to buy a property at auction in Charleston," Maya told Diane, "but I want to keep my identity secret until after the purchase is complete." Diane was a sharp woman in her 50s with red hair and smart eyes. "We can do that. We create a shell company. The shell company buys the property. Nobody knows you own the shell company until you are ready to reveal yourself." "How much will this cost?" Maya asked. "My legal fees will be around $20,000, plus you need money for the property itself. Real estate auctions require certified funds. How much are you prepared to spend?" Maya had researched the property. The estate sat on 20 acres. The mansion was historic. The estimated value was between $12 and $15 million. "I can spend up to $15 million, Maya said. Diane did not look surprised. She had already researched Maya's background. She knew Maya just sold her company. "I will set everything up. The shell company will be called Cedar Holdings, LLC. Nobody will trace it back to you." Over the next week, Diane created the shell company. She registered Maya for the auction. She prepared the certified bank check for $15 million. Everything was ready. Maya told Patricia she was taking a trip to Charleston. She told the triplets they were going on a vacation. "Where are we going, Mama?" Naomi asked. "To a city called Charleston. It is very pretty. You will love it." Maya did not tell them the real reason. She did not tell anyone except Patricia and Diane Porter. Patricia pulled Maya aside before they left. "Are you sure about this? Spending $15 million on a house in Charleston? You could buy a mansion right here in Austin for much less." "This is not about buying a house," Maya said. "This is about proving something." "Proving what?" Patricia asked. Maya did not answer. She was not sure herself. Was she proving that she succeeded? Was she proving that Eloise was wrong? Or was she trying to hurt Garrett the way he hurt her? "Just promise me you are not doing this for revenge," Patricia said. "I am doing this for my children," Maya said. "Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah deserve to grow up in a beautiful home. That estate is perfect." Patricia looked doubtful, but she did not argue. Maya booked first-class plane tickets to Charleston for herself, the 3 children, and Patricia. She booked a suite at the Grand Charleston Hotel. She packed her most expensive clothes. She wanted to look successful. She wanted to look powerful. On the flight to Charleston, Maya looked out the window. She was flying back to the city where her life fell apart 7 years ago. The city where Garrett abandoned her. The city where Eloise said she was not good enough. Maya was coming back to prove them all wrong. The auction was scheduled for Friday morning at 10 o'clock at the Charleston Convention Center. Maya would not attend in person. She would participate by telephone to keep her identity hidden. Diane Porter would be there physically to represent Cedar Holdings, LLC. On Thursday night, Maya could barely sleep. She lay in her hotel bed thinking about what would happen the next day. Would someone outbid her? What if she spent $15 million and still did not win? But more than that, she wondered what Garrett would think when he found out who bought his family home. She wondered if he would finally understand what he lost when he let her walk away. Maya looked at her phone. It was 2 a.m. She got up and checked on the triplets. They were sleeping peacefully in the other room. Patricia was asleep on the couch. Tomorrow, everything would change. Tomorrow, Maya would either win or lose. There was no middle ground. She was ready. Friday morning arrived. Maya woke up at 7. She took a long shower. She put on a white suit she bought specifically for this trip. She looked at herself in the mirror. She looked successful. She looked powerful. Patricia made breakfast for the triplets in the hotel suite. They ate pancakes and talked excitedly about exploring Charleston later. "Can we go to the beach today, Mama?" Zara asked. "Maybe tomorrow," Maya said. "Mama has something important to do this morning." At 9:30, Maya's phone rang. It was Diane Porter. "I am at the convention center," Diane said. "There are about 50 people here. Real estate developers, hotel investors, people who want to turn the mansion into a business." "Is Garrett there?" Maya asked quietly. She walked into the bedroom so the children would not hear. "I do not know what he looks like," Diane said. "Tall, brown hair, blue eyes. He will look sad." Diane was quiet for a moment. "I see someone who matches that description. He is standing in the back with a blonde woman." Maya's heart beat faster. Garrett was there. He was watching strangers prepare to buy his family home. "The auction is starting in 10 minutes, Diane said. "Stay on the line. I will keep you updated through text messages so you can hear the auctioneer." Maya sat on the hotel bed with her phone. She heard people talking in the background, then a voice spoke loudly. "Good morning, everyone. I am auctioneer James Mitchell. Today we are selling the Whitmore estate located at 420 Oak Hill Road. This property includes the main house, guest house, and 20 acres of land. We will start bidding at $5 million. Maya heard paddles moving, people calling out bids. $5 million. I have $5 million. Do I hear $5,500,000? Diane texted Maya. Multiple bidders, mostly developers. The price climbed quickly. $6 million, $7 million, $8 million. Maya listened carefully. She did not bid yet. She was waiting. $10 million, the auctioneer called out. I have $10 million from bidder number 12. Diane texted, still 5 active bidders. Your target is getting nervous. Maya knew she meant Garrett. She wondered what he was feeling. Was he sad? Was he angry at his father for losing everything? $12 million. Do I hear $12,500,000? Diane texted, down to 3 bidders now. $13 million from bidder number 7. Maya's hands gripped her phone. The bidding was getting close to her limit. $13,500,000 from bidder number 12. $14 million from bidder number 7. Diane texted, 2 bidders left. They are both serious. Maya heard the auctioneer's voice getting more excited. This was a major property sale. His commission would be huge. $14,500,000. Do I hear $15 million? The room went quiet. Maya could hear it through the phone. Nobody was bidding. Maya spoke clearly. $15 million. Her voice transmitted through the phone line into the auction room. She heard the auctioneer confirm it. I have $15 million from the telephone bidder. Do I hear $15,500,000? Silence. Maya held her breath. $15 million going once. Still silence. $15 million going twice. Maya closed her eyes. The gavel slammed down. Sold to the anonymous telephone bidder for $15 million. Diane texted immediately. You won. He just walked out of the room. He looked destroyed. Maya sat on the hotel bed. She won. She bought the Whitmore estate, the place where Eloise said she would never belong. That property was now hers. Patricia came into the bedroom. "Did you win?" Maya nodded. She could not speak. Tears were running down her face. She was not sure if they were happy tears or sad tears. "Oh, honey," Patricia said. She sat next to Maya and hugged her. The closing was scheduled for 2 weeks later. The closing would happen at the estate itself. Garrett had to hand over the keys to the new owner. That was when Maya would reveal herself. Those 2 weeks felt like forever. Maya kept the triplets busy with activities around Charleston. They visited the aquarium. They went to the beach. They ate ice cream. The children had no idea what was really happening. Finally, the closing day arrived. It was a Wednesday morning. Maya woke up early. She put on her white suit again. She styled her hair perfectly. She put on diamond earrings she bought after selling her company. She wanted to look like success itself. She dressed the children in their best clothes. Naomi wore a yellow dress. Zara wore a pink dress. Isaiah wore a small navy blue suit. They looked beautiful. "Where are we going, Mama?" Naomi asked. "Why are we so dressed up?" "We are going to see our new house," Maya said. "We have a new house?" Isaiah asked excitedly. "Yes, baby. A very special house." Maya rented a black Rolls-Royce with a driver for the day. The car was expensive and elegant. She wanted to arrive in style. Patricia sat in the front seat. Maya and the triplets sat in the back. As they drove through Charleston toward the estate, Maya felt her heart pounding. She had not seen Garrett in 7 years. The last time she saw him was at that terrible dinner. Now she was about to face him again. But everything was different now. She was not the rejected girlfriend anymore. She was the woman who won. The car turned onto Oak Hill Road. Maya saw the iron gates ahead. The gates were open. The driver turned into the circular driveway. Maya saw Garrett immediately. He stood near the front steps with a blonde woman. That must be Victoria, his wife. They both looked tense and sad. The car stopped in front of the mansion. The driver opened Maya's door. She stepped out slowly. Her white heels clicked on the stone driveway. She stood tall and confident. Behind her, Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah jumped out of the car. They looked around with wide eyes. They had never seen such a big house. They ran toward the fountain in the middle of the driveway. They laughed and pointed at the water. Maya kept her eyes on Garrett. She watched his face as he recognized her. His mouth opened. His face went white. His eyes moved from Maya to the 3 children playing by the fountain. Then Garrett's legs stopped working. He fell to his knees on the gravel driveway. Victoria started screaming. "Who is she? Garrett, who is that woman?" Victoria looked at the children. She looked at their faces. She looked at Garrett on his knees. Maya could see Victoria understanding. These children looked like Garrett. These were his children. Maya walked forward slowly. Diane Porter walked beside her carrying a leather folder full of documents. Patricia stayed near the fountain watching the triplets. Maya stopped directly in front of Garrett. He was still on his knees. She looked down at him. 7 years ago, she sat at his dinner table and waited for him to defend her. He said nothing. Now, she had all the power. Now, he had nothing. "Hello, Garrett," Maya said. Her voice was calm and cold. "It has been 7 years." Garrett tried to speak. His mouth moved, but no sound came out. Finally, he whispered, "Maya, how? I do not understand." "Stand up," Maya said. Garrett struggled to his feet. His expensive suit had dust and gravel on the knees. Victoria stood behind him crying. "Are they—" Garrett looked at the children. "Are they mine?" "Yes," Maya said. "Triplets. Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah. They are 6 years old. You have been a father for 6 years and never knew it. Victoria grabbed Garrett's arm. You had children with her? You lied to me for 7 years? Victoria, I can explain, Garrett started to say. Explain what? Victoria was screaming now. You told me you never wanted children. You said we should wait. But you already had 3 children? With her? Victoria ran to her car. She was sobbing. She got in and drove away fast. Gravel flew from her tires. Garrett did not try to stop her. He just stood there, staring at Maya. How did you? Garrett looked at the mansion. You bought this? You bought my family home? Yes, Maya said. I paid $15 million for it, cash. But how do you have that kind of money? Maya smiled. It was not a warm smile. I built a software company. I sold it for $42 million. I am very successful now, Garrett. The woman your grandmother said was not good enough is now richer than your entire family. Garrett's face showed pain. Maya, I am so sorry. I was a coward. I should have defended you. I should have chosen you. I have regretted it every single day for 7 years. Your regret means nothing to me, Maya said. Her voice had no emotion. I did not buy this estate for revenge. I bought it for my children. For our children. Garrett looked at Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah playing by the fountain. They were laughing. They were happy. They had no idea who he was. Can I meet them? Garrett asked. Can I talk to them? I want to be their father. Maya shook her head. You made your choice 7 years ago, Garrett. You chose this house. You chose your inheritance over me and over them. Now I own the house. I own the land. I own everything your family built for 200 years. Garrett reached toward Maya. She stepped back. Please, Maya, give me a chance. Let me be in their lives. I will do anything. Diane Porter stepped forward. She opened the leather folder and pulled out a document. Mr. Whitmore, this is a termination of parental rights. If you sign this, you give up all legal rights to the children. In exchange, Miss Johnson will not pursue 7 years of unpaid child support. Garrett took the document with shaking hands. He read the first page. What if I refuse to sign? Maya's eyes were ice cold. Then I will take you to court. I will tell the judge how you abandoned your pregnant girlfriend because your racist grandmother gave you an ultimatum. I will show 7 years of bank records proving you never sent $1 for your children. I will win. And everyone in Charleston will know what kind of man you are. So sign the paper, Garrett. Garrett stared at the document in his hands. His eyes moved across the legal words. He looked up at Maya. Can I at least talk to them? Can I tell them I am their father? No, Maya said. Her voice was firm. Maya, please, they are my children too. I made a terrible mistake 7 years ago, but I want to fix it now. I want to be their father. Where were you when I was pregnant and sick every morning? Maya asked. Where were you when I gave birth to them 3 weeks early? Where were you when they were babies crying all night? Where were you for their first steps, their first words, their first day of school? You were here in Charleston living your comfortable life with Victoria. You made your choice. Garrett's face was red. Tears ran down his cheeks. I was afraid. My grandmother controlled everything. If I lost my inheritance, I would have nothing. And what do you have now? Maya asked. Your grandmother is dead. Your inheritance is gone. Your wife just left you. You have nothing anyway. You chose nothing over everything. Garrett looked at the children again. Naomi was helping Isaiah climb on the edge of the fountain. Zara was spinning in circles, making her pink dress fly out. They were beautiful. They were happy. They did not know he existed. What if I refuse to sign? Garrett asked quietly. What if I fight you in court for custody? Maya stepped closer to him. She spoke in a low voice. Look at them, Garrett. Really look at them. Do you want to drag them through a court battle? Do you want them to sit in a courtroom while lawyers talk about how their father abandoned them? Do you want them to read newspaper articles about you? Do you want to explain to them why you told their mother to never contact you again? Do you want to tell them you only showed up when you had nothing left to lose? Garrett's shoulders slumped. He knew she was right. He had no good choices. Every option led to pain. "I need a pen," Garrett said. Diane handed him a pen from her folder. Garrett put the document on the hood of his car. His hand shook as he signed his name on the signature line. He signed 3 different pages. Each signature meant he was giving up Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah forever. When he finished, tears were falling on the paper. The ink smudged in one place where a tear landed. Diane took the document back. She put it in her folder. "The termination of parental rights is now complete. You have no legal claim to the children." Garrett stood up straight. He looked at Maya one more time. "I hope you are happy. I hope this makes you feel better about what happened." "This is not about making me feel better," Maya said. "This is about protecting my children from someone who already abandoned them once." Garrett walked slowly to his car. He opened the door. Then he stopped. He turned and looked at the fountain one more time. Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah were still playing. They had no idea their father was standing 50 feet away. They had no idea he just signed away his rights to them. Garrett got in his car. He started the engine. He drove down the driveway and through the iron gates. Maya watched him disappear. She would never see him again. Patricia walked over from the fountain. The children were still distracted by the water. "Are you okay?" Patricia asked Maya. Maya nodded. "I am fine. It is done." "Did it feel the way you thought it would?" Patricia asked quietly. Maya did not answer. She was not sure what she felt. She won. She got everything she wanted. But she felt empty inside. "Naomi, Zara, Isaiah," Maya called. "Come here. I want to show you something." The 3 children ran over. Their clothes were a little wet from playing in the fountain. Their faces were excited. "Is this really our new house?" Naomi asked. Her eyes were huge. "Yes, baby. This is our new home. It is so big," Zara said. She spun around looking at the mansion. Isaiah grabbed Maya's hand. "Can we go inside?" Maya nodded. She took Naomi's hand too. Zara held Patricia's hand. Diane followed behind them carrying her folder. They all walked up the front steps together. Maya pushed open the large wooden doors. They walked into the entrance hall. The space was huge. The ceiling was 20 feet high. A crystal chandelier hung in the center. Their footsteps echoed on the marble floor. The house was empty. The Whitmore family took most of the furniture when they left. The walls had dark rectangles where paintings used to hang. The rooms felt cold and hollow. But Maya saw a possibility. She saw a fresh start. "This entrance hall will have new paint," Maya told the children. "We will choose colors together. And we will hang new pictures on the walls. Pictures of us, our family." The children ran ahead into the next room. It was the formal dining room. The long table was gone. Only the chandelier remained. Maya stood in the doorway. This was the room where Eloise humiliated her. This was where Garrett said nothing, while his grandmother called her not good enough. This was where Maya's heart broke 7 years ago. "This dining room, where the Whitmore family ate for generations?" Maya said out loud. "This will be your playroom." "A playroom?" Zara jumped up and down. "The whole room?" "The whole room," Maya confirmed. "We will put toys and games and books in here. You can play as much as you want." The children screamed with excitement and ran to explore more rooms. They found the study next. It had dark wood walls and empty bookshelves. This was where Richard Whitmore made his business deals, where he lost all the family money. "This will be our library," Maya announced. "We will fill these shelves with books. You can read here. You can do homework here. This will be a room for learning." Naomi ran her hand along the empty shelves. "Can I have books about science?" "You can have any books you want," Maya said. They explored upstairs. The mansion had 8 bedrooms. Maya let each child choose their own room. Naomi picked a room with windows facing the garden. Zara picked a room with a balcony. Isaiah picked the biggest room because he liked the space. "We will paint your rooms any colors you want," Maya told them, "and buy new furniture. You can decorate them however you choose." The children ran from room to room making plans. Patricia smiled, watching them. Diane stood next to Maya. "The property transfer is complete," Diane said. "This estate legally belongs to you now. Congratulations, Maya, you did it." Diane left. Patricia took the children outside to explore the gardens. Maya stood alone in the entrance hall. She walked through each room slowly. She touched the walls. She looked out the windows. This mansion represented everything the Whitmore family valued: history, legacy, wealth, power. And now it belonged to her, a black woman. The woman Eloise said would never belong here. Maya walked back to the dining room. She stood where Eloise sat 7 years ago. She remembered every word the old woman said, every hateful sentence, every racist assumption. "You were wrong," Maya said out loud to the empty room. "This property does belong to a black woman. It belongs to me. And my children will grow up here. They will run through these halls. They will play in these rooms. They will create new memories. Good memories. Memories built on love instead of hate." Maya walked to the front steps. She stood outside and looked at the estate. 20 acres of land, gardens, the fountain, the guest house, the garage. All of it was hers. She heard her children laughing in the garden. She saw Patricia showing them the flowers. This place would be filled with joy now. It would be filled with life. Maya sat down on the front steps. She thought about the 7 years since that terrible dinner. She thought about being pregnant and alone, working 2 jobs, building her company from nothing, staying up all night writing code while her babies slept, missing their milestones, sacrificing everything to build success. It all led to this moment. She won. She proved everyone wrong. She showed Garrett and his family what they lost. But sitting on those steps, Maya realized something. Her victory felt hollow. She bought this estate to prove a point. She wanted Garrett to see her success. She wanted to hurt him the way he hurt her. And she did hurt him. She saw the pain on his face. She saw him fall to his knees. She watched him sign away his children. But hurting him did not heal her own pain. Buying this mansion did not erase what happened 7 years ago. Revenge did not fill the empty space where love used to be. Maya put her face in her hands. What did she just do? She spent $15 million on a house she did not need. She forced Garrett to give up his children. She brought Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah to Charleston, far away from Austin where they had friends and schools. Was she building a better future for her children? Or was she just trying to win a battle against people who were already defeated? Patricia came back with the children. "Mama, come see the garden." Isaiah pulled on her hand. Maya stood up. She smiled at her son. "Show me everything." She would figure out her complicated feelings later. Right now, her children were happy. That had to be enough. Isaiah pulled Maya through the garden. Naomi and Zara ran ahead, pointing at flowers and trees. The garden was huge. It had stone paths and benches. There was a small greenhouse in the back corner. Everything looked old, but beautiful. "Can we plant vegetables here?" Naomi asked. She loved science and growing things. "Yes," Maya said. "We can plant anything you want." They explored for an hour. The children found a small pond with fish. They found a tree perfect for climbing. They found a flat area where Maya promised to build them a swing set. That night, they returned to the hotel. The children fell asleep quickly. They were exhausted from running around the estate all day. Patricia went to her own room to rest. Maya sat on the hotel balcony. She called her mother in Atlanta. "Hi, Mama." "Maya, I have been waiting to hear from you. What happened? Did you buy that house?" "Yes, I bought it for $15 million. Her mother was quiet for a moment. $15 million. "And you saw Garrett?" "Yes, he was there when I arrived. He fell apart when he saw the children. He begged to be part of their lives." "What did you do?" "I made him sign away his parental rights. He has no legal claim to Naomi, Zara, or Isaiah anymore." Her mother was silent for a long time. "How do you feel?" Maya stared at the Charleston skyline. "I do not know. I thought I would feel happy. I thought I would feel satisfied. But I just feel empty." "Oh, baby," her mother said softly. "Revenge never makes us feel the way we think it will." "This was not about revenge," Maya said, but her voice was not convincing. "Maya, you spent $15 million on a house you do not need in a city where you do not live. You made the father of your children sign away his rights. You did all of this to hurt him. That is revenge." "He deserved it," Maya said. "He abandoned us." "Maybe he did deserve it," her mother agreed. "But doing this did not heal your pain, did it?" Maya felt tears on her face. "No, it did not." "Come home to Austin," her mother said. "Sell that house. Move on with your life. Stop letting what happened 7 years ago control you." But Maya did not want to sell the house. Not yet. "The children love it here. They want to stay." "The children are 6 years old. They love any new place. But do they need a 20-acre estate? Or do they need their mother to finally find peace?" Maya did not have an answer. Over the next 2 weeks, Maya made decisions about the estate. She could not live in Charleston permanently. The triplets had school in Austin. Patricia's life was in Austin. Rosa was in Austin. All their friends were there. But Maya did not want to sell the estate either. She wanted to transform it first. She wanted to prove it could be something good, instead of something built on exclusion and racism. Maya hired an interior designer named Michelle Brooks. Michelle was a black woman from Charleston who understood exactly what Maya wanted to do. "I want to remove everything that feels like the Whitmore family," Maya told Michelle. "I want this place to feel new. I want it to feel like hope instead of history." Michelle smiled. "I can do that." They planned new paint colors, warm yellows and soft blues instead of dark reds and browns. They planned new furniture, comfortable and modern instead of formal and antique. They planned to remove the heavy curtains and let in more light. But Maya also had another idea. She did not want this huge estate just for herself and her children. That felt wasteful. She wanted it to serve a purpose. Maya contacted community organizations in Charleston. She spoke to the director of a nonprofit that helped low-income families. She spoke to the library about adult education programs. She spoke to churches about community needs. An idea formed. Maya would turn the guest house and one wing of the mansion into a community center. She would offer free computer classes to people who wanted to learn technology skills. She would create a scholarship program for black students studying computer science. The Whitmore estate would become a place of opportunity instead of a place of exclusion. Maya's mother, Diane, flew to Charleston to see the estate in person. Maya picked her up at the airport. They drove to the property together. Diane walked through the iron gates and looked at the mansion. "This is where it happened? This is where that woman said those terrible things to you?" "Yes." Diane walked through the house slowly. She looked at every room. She listened to Maya's plans for transformation. She saw the children's chosen bedrooms. She walked through the gardens. Finally, Diane sat down with Maya on the back porch. The children were playing in the yard with Patricia and Rosa, who had flown in to help with the move. "Maya, I need to ask you something," Diane said, "and I need you to be honest with me. Okay? Why did you really buy this house? And do not tell me it was for the children. Be honest." Maya looked at her hands. "I wanted to prove I was good enough. I wanted to prove Eloise was wrong about me. I wanted Garrett to see what he lost." "Did it work?" Diane asked. "Do you feel better now?" "No," Maya whispered. "I feel the same. Maybe worse." Diane took Maya's hand. "Baby, you have been running for 7 years, running from the pain of what happened, building your company, making money, buying this estate. You think success will heal you, but success cannot fix a broken heart." "Then what will?" Maya asked. "How do I stop hurting?" "You have to forgive," Diane said. "Not for Garrett, not for his grandmother, for yourself. You have to forgive yourself for believing love was enough. You have to forgive yourself for getting hurt. You have to stop punishing yourself. By working so hard you miss your children's lives." Maya started crying. "I do not know how to forgive. I only know how to work. Work is the only thing that makes me feel safe." "I know," Diane said. She hugged Maya tight. "But you cannot work your way out of pain. You have to feel it. You have to cry about it. You have to let it go." They sat on the porch for a long time. Maya cried while her mother held her. She cried for the girl who believed love would conquer everything. She cried for the 7 years she spent proving her worth to people who did not matter. She cried for all the moments she missed with her children. When she was done crying, Maya felt lighter. Not healed, but lighter. "What should I do now?" Maya asked. "Stop running," Diane said. "Stay still long enough to figure out what you really want, not what you think you should want, not what will prove something to someone else. What do you actually want for your life?" Maya looked at her children playing in the yard. Naomi was teaching Zara how to do a cartwheel. Isaiah was picking flowers to give to Rosa. They were happy. They were loved. They were enough. "I want to be present," Maya said. "I want to stop working so much. I want to be there for their lives. I want them to know their mother, not just the woman who pays the bills." "Then do that," Diane said. "You have enough money. You sold your company. You do not have to work 16-hour days anymore. You can choose differently now." Maya nodded. Her mother was right. She had enough money to last her whole life. She did not need to keep building and achieving. She could just be. Over the next month, Maya split her time between Austin and Charleston. The children finished their school year in Austin. On weekends, they flew to Charleston to check on the estate transformation. Michelle, the designer, worked fast. She hired painters and contractors. The dark red dining room became bright yellow. The study with dark wood became light blue. The entrance hall got cream-colored walls. Heavy curtains came down. Natural light poured in. New furniture arrived. Comfortable couches, colorful rugs, modern light fixtures. The mansion started to look like a home instead of a museum. Maya also worked on the community center. She renovated the guest house into classrooms. She bought 20 computers. She hired 2 teachers to run programs. She created a scholarship fund with $500,000. Every year, 10 black students would receive $50,000 each to study computer science or technology. In June, Maya officially opened the Ascend Community Center at the Whitmore Estate. She invited local news stations. She invited community leaders. She gave a speech on the front steps. "This estate represented exclusion for 200 years," Maya said. "Today, we transform it into a place of opportunity. Anyone who wants to learn technology skills can come here for free. Anyone who dreams of a career in computer science can apply for our scholarships. We are creating a new legacy, a legacy built on hope instead of hate." People clapped. Diane stood in the crowd with tears in her eyes. Patricia and Rosa stood with the triplets. Naomi, Zara, and Isaiah did not fully understand what was happening, but they knew their mother was doing something important. That night, after everyone left, Maya sat on the front steps of the mansion alone. She thought about everything that happened. 7 years ago, she drove away from this place, crying and heartbroken. Tonight, she sat here as the owner. She won. But winning looked different than she expected. Patricia came outside and sat next to her. "How are you feeling?" "Complicated," Maya said honestly. "I got everything I wanted, but I am not sure I wanted the right things." "What do you mean?" "I bought this estate to prove something, but now I have to figure out what to do with it. Should we move here permanently? Should we stay in Austin? Should I sell it?" Patricia was quiet for a moment. "What do the children want?" "They love it here, but they also love Austin." "Then maybe you split your time. Austin during the school year, Charleston during summers. You have enough money to do whatever you want now. You do not have to choose just one thing." Maya realized Patricia was right. She did not have to choose. She could have both. Maya made the decision the next morning. She would keep the estate in Charleston. She would also keep her house in Austin. The children would go to school in Austin during the year. They would spend summers and holidays in Charleston. Patricia would travel with them. Rosa would manage the Austin house when they were gone. "Can we really do that?" Naomi asked. "Live in 2 places?" "Yes," Maya said. "We can do whatever we want." "I like Charleston," Zara said, "but I miss my friends in Austin." "You will see your Austin friends during school," Maya explained, "and you will make new friends in Charleston during the summer." Isaiah looked worried. "Will Patricia and Rosa come with us everywhere?" "Yes, baby. We are all a family. We stay together." The summer arrived. Maya enrolled the children in a day camp in Charleston. They made new friends. They went swimming. They learned to sail on the harbor. They were happy. Patricia moved into the renovated guest house permanently. She said the space was perfect for her. Rosa came for the summer and stayed in one of the mansion's 8 bedrooms. Maya hired contractors to build a real playground in the backyard. Swings and slides and climbing structures. The children played there every afternoon. Their laughter filled the property. The estate had never heard so much joy before. One morning in July, the Ascend Community Center held its first computer class. 15 people from Charleston showed up. Most were older adults who never learned to use computers. Some were young people who could not afford technology training. Maya taught the first class herself. She showed them how to use email, how to create documents, how to search for information online. The students were nervous at first, but Maya was patient. She remembered being the only black woman in her computer science classes. She remembered people doubting her. She made sure everyone in her class felt welcome and capable. "You are all doing great," Maya told them. "Technology is not hard. It just takes practice." An older woman named Dorothy raised her hand. "I never thought I could learn this. I am 62 years old, but you make it seem possible." "You can learn anything at any age," Maya said. "Do not let anyone tell you different." After class, Dorothy approached Maya. "I heard you bought this estate. I heard this used to be the Whitmore place." "Yes," Maya said carefully. She was not sure what Dorothy would say next. "I worked here once," Dorothy said, "back in the 1980s. I was a housekeeper for the Whitmore family. Mrs. Eloise Whitmore was not a kind woman. She treated the staff terribly. She had very specific ideas about who belonged here and who did not. "I met her once," Maya said, 7 years ago. Dorothy looked at Maya with understanding. "And now you own this place, and you are teaching free classes to people like me. That is beautiful. That is justice." Maya felt tears in her eyes. She hugged Dorothy. The scholarship applications came in August. Maya received 43 applications from black students across South Carolina who wanted to study computer science or technology. She read every application carefully. She chose 10 students to receive $50,000 each. One student was a girl named Jasmine from a small town outside Charleston. She wrote in her application, "I am the first person in my family to go to college. I want to study computer science, but my family cannot afford it. This scholarship would change my life." Maya called Jasmine personally to tell her she won the scholarship. "Are you serious?" Jasmine screamed into the phone. "I really won?" "Yes, you really won. $50,000 for your education." Jasmine started crying. Thank you so much. You do not know what this means to me and my family." "I know exactly what it means," Maya said. "I was in your position once. Someone gave me a scholarship to Georgia Tech. That scholarship changed my life. Now I want to change yours." That night, Maya sat with the triplets at dinner. They ate at a new table in the bright yellow dining room that used to be dark and formal. The room felt completely different now. Warm, welcoming, full of life. "Mama, I have a question," Naomi said. She was always the brave one who asked hard questions. "What is it, baby?" "My friend Emily at camp has a daddy who picks her up every day. We do not have a daddy. Why not?" Maya put down her fork. She knew this question would come eventually. "You do have a father, but he is not part of our lives. He made that choice before you were born." "Does he know about us?" Naomi asked. Maya chose her words carefully. "Wait, he knows about you now. But he decided he cannot be your father. That is his choice, not yours. You did nothing wrong." "Does he live in Charleston?" Naomi asked. "I do not know where he lives now," Maya said honestly. She had not thought about Garrett in weeks. She did not know if he was still in Charleston or if he moved away after everything fell apart. "Do you think he ever thinks about us?" Isaiah asked quietly. Maya's heart broke. "I do not know, baby, but I think about you every single day. Patricia thinks about you. Rosa thinks about you. Grandma Diane thinks about you. You are loved by so many people." "But we do not have a daddy," Zara said sadly. "No," Maya admitted, "you do not have a father who is present, but you have me, and I promise I will always be here. I will always choose you." The children nodded. They seemed satisfied with the answer for now, but Maya knew they would have more questions as they got older. She would answer honestly when that time came. In September, the triplets returned to Austin for first grade. They told their friends about their summer in Charleston. They talked about the big house and the garden and the fountain. Their teacher asked them to draw pictures of their summer. All 3 children drew the mansion. Maya kept her promise to be more present. She did not take on new business projects. She did not work 16-hour days anymore. She dropped the children off at school every morning. She picked them up every afternoon. She made them dinner. She helped with homework. She read them stories at night. Some evenings, Maya felt restless. She was used to always working. Being still felt strange. But she forced herself to stay in the moment, to be there with her children instead of thinking about the next achievement. In November, Maya's mother, Diane, visited Austin for Thanksgiving. They cooked dinner together while the children watched a movie with Patricia and Rosa. "You seem different," Diane told Maya. Calmer. I am trying to be present, Maya said, like you told me to. How does it feel? Hard, Maya admitted, but good. I am seeing things I missed before. Naomi loves to read now. She reads chapter books by herself. Zara wants to take dance classes. Isaiah is learning to play piano. I would have missed all of that if I was still working constantly. I am proud of you, baby, Diane said. You built something successful with your company. But now you are building something more important. A life with your children. On Christmas morning, they were back in Charleston. Snow was unusual in Charleston, but that morning it snowed. Just a light dusting. The children ran outside in their pajamas to see it. They made a small snowman in the garden. They had a snowball fight that lasted 10 minutes before the snow melted. Maya stood on the back porch, watching them play. She thought about everything that happened in the past 7 years. She thought about the scared, pregnant woman who left Charleston alone. She thought about building her company in a tiny Austin apartment. She thought about turning down $8 million. She thought about buying this estate and confronting Garrett. All of it led her here, to this moment. Watching her 3 children laugh and play in the gardens of the mansion Eloise said would never belong to them. Maya did not feel angry anymore. She did not feel like she had something to prove. She just felt grateful. That afternoon, Maya walked through the empty rooms of the mansion. She ran her hand along the cream-colored walls. She looked at the family photos she hung everywhere. Pictures of the triplets at different ages. Pictures of Patricia and Rosa. Pictures of her mother. No Whitmore family portraits. No history of exclusion. Just love and new memories. Maya walked to the entrance hall. She stood where she stood 7 years ago when she left crying. She remembered how small she felt that night. How worthless. How not good enough. She was not that woman anymore. She grew stronger. She built something valuable. She created a new legacy. But the most important thing Maya learned was that her worth was never about money or success or proving people wrong. She was always worthy. She was always enough. She just had to believe it herself. Maya heard her children calling for her. "Mama, come outside. We want to show you something." She walked to the back porch. The children had arranged stones from the garden into words. The stones spelled out, "We love you, Mama." Maya started crying. But these were happy tears. Healing tears. "We love you too, Mama," Naomi said. All 3 children hugged her. Patricia stood nearby with her phone taking pictures. Rosa wiped tears from her own eyes. 7 years ago, Maya walked through the iron gates of this estate holding Garrett's hand. She thought love would be enough. She learned it was not. Now she stood on this same property. She owned it. She transformed it. She filled it with different kind of love. Not romantic love that could abandon you, but the steady, forever love of family. The love between a mother and her children. The love of people who showed up every single day. Maya looked at the mansion. It was not the Whitmore estate anymore. It was not a symbol of exclusion and racism. It was the Johnson family home. It was the Ascend Community Center. It was a place where people learned skills and received scholarships and built better futures. This was the legacy Maya built. Not revenge, not bitterness, but resilience, hope, possibility. She proved Eloise wrong in the end. Not because a black woman owned the property, but because a black woman transformed it into something better than it ever was before. And 3 beautiful black children ran through these halls, learning that they belonged everywhere, that they were worthy of everything, that they could build whatever future they imagined. That was the real victory. Not defeating Garrett, not buying the estate, but raising 3 children who would never question their worth the way Maya once questioned hers. The sun set over the Charleston property. Maya sat on the front steps with her children on either side of her. She looked at the iron gates she once walked through heartbroken. She looked at the fountain where her children played. She looked at the mansion that now belonged to them. She was home. Finally. Truly. Home. If you enjoyed today's video, I'm sure you'll love the next one. Don't waste time. Just click on the screen